into the NFL on EA Sports. We could be in for some fireworks in today's game. Both teams ranked in the top 10 in total yards. The Saints are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Rams, who will have to try and slow them down. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's gone. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
In the red zone this time. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw, Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A strong running. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the end. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. They got him in, it's Woods. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They come out here in the eye. And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2nd down following the run.
Well, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Left side and caught by Flainer. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Roughing the pass here, but, Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The defense here for the Rams.
Robert Quinn gets to the quarterback as well as any defensive end in the league. A lot of it goes back to his high school wrestling background. He understands leverage and hands as well as anyone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go!
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
Play clock winding down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you, and maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Play fake to Mason. Goff. Deep drop. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. This is caught inside the 50. Team. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now they run. It's Mason. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and that'll bring up second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
One receiver left, two to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Strong left. What's the curl? Here we go. 319.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Saints just continue to roll. And the route is on here in this first half. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender.
And my goodness, another interception. And some room to maneuver. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Hurry up, here we go. Hey. 4 down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints are pouring it on. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it down.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
Three-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. The play clock's running down. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to New Orleans after this. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit!
Watch the twist.
Gun! 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 Over!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover? And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he cuts it out left sideline. Room ahead. There he goes left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints just continue to roll. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
So, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to go up top again. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Fresh set of downs here. Now a first down throw. Gone. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10. Goff again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff, so they decide they'd take advantage of it and worked on it hard in practice this week.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are pouring it on. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Detroit! Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Watch it now. Look at 56. Look at 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quickly.
He'll drop to throw, and his pass incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out here in the eye.
Green, all right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and sneak it here. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They go back to the air here after the INT. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. So they dump off the pass, get the completion, but couldn't get out of the end zone, partner.
You don't see that very often either, Brandon. The team backed up, trying to complete a pass, but a complete one that's so close to their own end zone that it turns into a safety. That's rare.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Left side and caught by Flander. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Flander, his first touchdown in a Saints uniform. And the Saints just continue to roll. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now Goff on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Kobe Flaner, the tight end, his intended target. And it's fourth down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on fourth. They'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And search a redemption from the pick 6. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing right, and that's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
Play clock winding down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. To start the drive to Mason. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Goff. Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. No. Gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now the rookie's free. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So that last play called back after the penalty, 2nd and long here.
Come on, let's go! What? 90? 26, Mike. Come on, let's go! What? 90?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And the play clock's running down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, and it's 3rd and 4.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Now let's go.
Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Coleman, the man in motion left. Coleman, the man in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got some space here. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is Lasco. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run with Lasco. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go. Brian 38. Brian 38. I got it.
Play clock winding down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Come on, let's go. Brian 38. Brian 38.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So they're operating in the red zone. And the play clock's running down. Here's Lasco. And he cuts it back right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Daniel Lasco with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw, Goff. And that's caught left side, it's Woods. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you
try to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Well, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Here we go now.
After the interception, here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Goff now to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say.
And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
She wants to never get. She never knows when to quit. I started up the skies. Her heart is where fire lies. Can see it in her painted eyes. She's got a rebel heart. One day she's gonna fall. She's got a rebel heart. She's up against them all. She don't seem to understand what she wants to do. Light a fire, hit and run, like good rebels do. She wants to overthrow our love. Maybe too much ain't enough, and we won't make it out alive. She's got a rebel heart. She's had it from the start. Out there on the run again. She's got a rebel heart. One day she's gonna fall. She's got a rebel heart. She's up against them
Used to draw, hard to admit that I used to draw. Portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, who's in a bedroom, who's in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get three dimensions stuffed in a two. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a two-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod, distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light, I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize, I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been, continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on on a human face. Stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction, a missing, a push, and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with a lotion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolved. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the problem. About to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rocket, and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
about to give you the rock, now pour. Give me one for the money, you the one for the night. You know you one in a million if you the one that I like. You got a lot of glad I knew you, I brought a ruler. I'ma use it, play the music louder, I gotta do it. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby, I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby. Who's on, baby?
Got me hot. Yeah. Yeah. Said, hey, well that's exactly what it came for. You throwing shots from afar. I'ma meet you at your front door. So hard to be doing what you really meant for, beauty. But don't I make it look easy? Don't I make it look good? Hey, now you drink up all my. Come on, what I'm supposed to do now? And you talking all that. Now come on, you gon' have to back it up. If I get too now, sugar, come on, I might never come down. I might never come down. Never come down. Let me get down. Come on, you might not ever come down. No, let me get down. Hey, you might not ever come down. Wanna get down? You might never ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay away. Come on, can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it with the big bad dough. Can't see it with this pitch black Gucci frames on. Let me take your off. Let me get the full scope. Hold up. Full screen HD. Let me take another picture. Let me pull it to the pre-show. Whoa, cool beans. That's a whole lot of. Let me help you with the pre-roll. You drink up all my. Come on, what I'm supposed to do now? And you talking all that. Now come on, you gon' have to back it up. If I get too now, sugar, come on, I might never come down. I might never come down. Never come down. No, let me get down. Hey, you might not ever come down. No, wanna get down. Hey, you might not ever come down. Let me get down. Come on, you might never ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay a while. You might never ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay a while.
Hey, you never had your head this way. Are you still living in that place? They told me you've been doing okay, okay. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts yet entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running, but I've reached the edge, and now I'm falling. So promise that you'll catch me. Promise that you'll catch me. Dreams forever in my head, it seems. I finally know what they mean. I promise that one day you'll see. In another world where you and me, we show our hearts yet entirely. Deliver me from reality and take me to my fantasy. Tell me we can make this real if we can follow what we feel. I'm running, but I've reached the edge, and now I'm falling. So promise that you'll catch me. Promise
All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might rob it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mud. Yeah, this some mud. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Tryna get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just cop the Benz, oh, with the tint. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head, no, heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad, ain't straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
Yeah, 104 times how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already. You got plans to do it, boy, we did it already. Got a couple DMs, I done slid in already. Gotta ask YG if he hit it already. Yeah, I'm a star like Moesha's. Running up the numbers like Aisha's. Yeah, I be sliding, I be creeping. Girls these days, they just don't know how to keep it. But I got it all handled. They try to box me in, I got my own angles, yeah. I'ma spend the summer getting to the cake and I'ma wishing wood on every candle. I'm like,
please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.
If you ain't know me, but you know now. Juicy came through with the verse for me both times. In Pot Town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no question, just hold it down. While you hating on the progress, I'm a humble, I don't even pride what I do. I just drive the Maybach through the projects. And still crazy, I ain't even drive shit. Hate from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me. Yelling out 400, they go too heavy. I'm with the posse back at it. Whoa. That mean come on, go on platinum. Whoa. That mean I got a Kindle in my mattress. Oh, I got the BD back bragging.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you wait?
Please tell me why you always leave.